In a quiet lakeside town, a father and his daughter came searching for peace after unthinkable loss. But beneath the calm surface of Pinebrook Shores, a hidden cruelty waited disguised as rules, dressed in respectability. What happened next wasn't just about a wheelchair or a color. It was about power, dignity, and the strength of a 12-year-old girl who refused to be pushed aside. My name is Logan Price. I'm 42 years old. I've been a Navy SEAL, a team leader in combat, a widower, and most importantly, a father. Of all those titles, the last one is the one that keeps me upright. My daughter Maya is 12. She has spinal muscular atrophy, which means her muscles don't always do what she wants them to. But Maya's not weak. She's fire. The world just doesn't always know how to hold that kind of flame. When my wife Elena died after a brutal cancer battle, Maya and I needed a reset. San Diego was full of ghosts, so I packed up our life and moved us to a place that promised peace. Pinebrook Shores, Oregon, a lakeside neighborhood that boasted accessibility, nature, and strong community values. They left out one detail: Martha Griggs. She was the HOA president, and if the bylaws were a Bible, she fancied herself its high priestess. 60-something, crisp white shirts, lipstick like blood, and a voice that could sour milk. The first notice came 2 days after we moved in. I had installed a standard aluminum ramp at the front door, so Maya could get in and out on her own. Bright orange envelope taped to our door, unauthorized structural modification. I tried to handle it respectfully. I called Martha and explained the ramp was temporary and ADA compliant. She sniffed. "This is a community, Mr. Price, not a hospital wing." I didn't respond the way I wanted to. I reminded her that federal law supersedes HOA rules. She backed off, barely. Maya wasn't fazed. "She's probably just lonely," she said with that small, infuriatingly wise voice of hers. Hurt people hurt people. But it didn't stop. Notices kept arriving. Infractions for things like the non-regulation color of Maya's wheelchair, lavender with butterfly decals. A violation because her resistance bands were visible from the street. Even the sunshade canopy I installed to keep her from overheating was deemed an unauthorized structure. I appealed. I documented. I pushed back. But it wore on me. Then came the night by the lake. The night everything changed. It was mid-July. Maya had finally saved enough money to buy purple waterproof covers for her wheelchair wheels. She picked purple because she said it looked like strength. We walked to the lake trail at sunset. Maya glided alongside me, her wheels leaving neat tracks on the path. She looked peaceful, free. Then Martha showed up. She didn't say hello, just stared at the wheels. "That purple's not on the HOA-approved color palette," she said. "It's not a mailbox," I replied. "It's a mobility device." Maya's fingers tensed on her armrests. Martha took a step forward, voice sharp. "Rules are rules." "Not when they discriminate," I said, already stepping between her and Maya. Maya tried to steer around her, but Martha moved faster than I expected. She grabbed the back of Maya's chair and yanked it backward. The slope did the rest. Maya screamed. The chair tilted. I caught her mid-fall, but the chair slipped from my grip and rolled slow. Almost surreal, right into the lake. Water swallowed it. Gone. Maya clung to me, shaking. People had gathered. Gasps. Silence. Then chaos. I handed Maya to a neighbor and dove in. I've pulled men from rivers in Afghanistan. Pulling a soaked chair from a 6-foot lake bottom, that was easy. Watching Maya cry silently as I carried her chair home in pieces, that was hell. Back at the house, she sat on the couch, wet hair matted to her face. "It's okay," she said, her voice small. "We can fix it." But I could hear the tremble. In her voice. In her faith. The next day, Police came to the door. Martha had called them, claimed I had threatened her. But this time, I wasn't alone. Mr. Johnson, our neighbor, had porch cam footage. It captured everything. The confrontation, the pull, Maya's fall, Martha's smirk. The officers watched in silence. Then, one turned to me and asked, "Do you want to press charges?" I looked at Maya. "No criminal charges." I said, "But I'll be filing civil. And I want this on the record. It wasn't about revenge, it was about principle." That afternoon, a meeting was called, an emergency HOA vote. Residents showed up, some to defend, many to listen. I brought the footage. Raina, a nurse down the street, gave a statement. Tom, a former EMT, added his account. And then Maya spoke. She wheeled herself to the front. "I just want to plant my flowers and roll to the lake," she said. "I don't want to be stared at or stopped because I'm different. I didn't pick this body. But I'm not sorry for it either." The room fell quiet. Then applause. And just like that, power shifted. The board voted Martha out unanimously. A temporary replacement was named. That evening, neighbors started texting me, offering donations, support, even medical contacts. Within 72 hours, Maya had a loaner wheelchair, custom fit, delivered by a medical rep whose wife had seen the footage and cried. A fundraiser covered the full cost of a new chair. This one even better than the last, sleek, durable, and yes, purple. 2 weeks later, something even more unexpected happened. They asked me to join the HOA board. I laughed. "You want a combat vet on your homeowner's board?" Tom grinned. "We don't want a rule enforcer. We want a leader." I said yes. Our first order of business, amend the bylaws. We added specific language protecting accessibility structures, assistive devices, and non-standard modifications related to disability accommodations. Maya's purple chair, officially exempt from color codes. Then we launched Pinebrook Accessibility Day. There were booths, games, ramps, obstacle courses, and adaptive sports. Maya helped design the whole thing. She gave a speech that ended with "This inclusion isn't a favor. It's a foundation." The local paper featured her on the front page. She got invited to speak at 3 nearby schools. And then, one morning, a letter arrived on our doorstep. From Martha. A check to help cover costs. And a short, handwritten apology. "I was wrong. I'm sorry. I hope you'll accept this as a small step toward doing better." I was going to toss it, but Maya said, "She's trying. That's enough." And maybe it is. Maybe justice isn't about punishment. Maybe it's about shifting the tide. One conversation, one law, one bright purple chair. Because strength doesn't always look like muscle or medals. Sometimes, it rolls quietly across a trail at sunset and makes the whole world pause.